Так, всем привет, добро пожаловать на стрим. Сегодня мы продолжаем проходить Fallout 4. Надеюсь, вы поставили лайк, подписались на канал. Ну что, начали? Погнали. Сейчас я себе чатик введу. Так, ну как обычно, мы начнем вначале сюжет проходить. Да. У нас квест молекулярный уровень, поговорить про который... Так, сейчас проверим, все включено ли? Да, все включено, все работает. Погнали. А зачем тут можно тпшнуться сразу? Ну, сейчас надо будет построить телепорт, чтобы попасть в институт.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
Oh, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal. Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
You definitely know your stuff.
Damn right I do. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a stabilized reflector platform. It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it right here at the airport.
I'm glad you can make sense of those plans.
I haven't made sense of all of it yet, but I will by the time you get the first part built. Here's a list of everything you need to... You're also going to need a...
Так. Что, погнали? Так, подожди. Нужно что-то собрать. Сначала собрать основную деталь телепорта. Тут всякого хлама нахрена просто. Так, особо. Так, давайте сначала расчистим. Его где собирать-то? Здесь хватит места. Вот так. Бесит сейчас, надо будет это будет квест бегать на. Так, сорян, надо было отойти. Артем Стельки, здорово. Как дела? Рассказывай.
Going into the institute alone sounds like a suicide.
Proctor Ingram.
Any luck building the platform yet?
Yes. I'm ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Let's move on then. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so I'll be around if you have any questions.
Looks good, Ingram. I'll get to work right away.
Oh, it's important that all the... If you need it, I'd wish you could...
Так, давайте сейчас попробуем сначала собрать, может у меня есть какие-то детали. А может и нету. Ну ты даешь, Тёмыч, конечно, даешь. На даче. Как ты так на даче-то работал? Тебе надо к врачу тогда, раз ты его сломал. Так. Так, биометрический сканер. Военный электро... Ну, это понятно. Так. Давайте, если заглянем ко мне на базу. У меня вроде была военная электросхема. Ну, может, это не перелом был, а вывих, если ты его вправил. Так. Может, у меня вообще все детали есть.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Так. Ага, палец черный был. Я бы к врачу сходил, братан. Так. Биометрический сканер. Все есть. Я говорю, я тут лутался, блин, да, хлам лутал для постройки базы. У меня все есть. Это хорошо. Да. А ты на ноге или на руке? Ну, типа, перелом навряд ли ты сам вправишь. Там все равно он как бы останется. Да. Так, сколько надо электричества? 5, 7, 20, 27, наверное, все. Понял, 27. Так, получается. Раз, два, 3, 4. Это 20, 25 и 27. Все готово. Я лайк себе сломал, понятно. Большой палец. Так. Осторожно надо быть. Как же ты мне лайки ставить будешь? Так. Готово. Готово.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process,
Не, я за
we were able
институт
to
не
obtain
буду,
the
я
services of
не
Dr.
люблю
Madison
институт.
Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing
Типа и
useful
у института,
resources
и
during
братства
wartime
стали,
is
есть свои
critical.
минусы,
That said,
и у
Dr.
подземки.
Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth.
Как бы, просто мне кажется, на мой взгляд, братства стали интересней. Ну, из всех вот этих, оно более-менее интересно просто для прохождения сюжета.
She was a valuable asset. Sure. Your mission is, once you're inside, if you find out that she's still, there's a special.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good.
Все, погнали. Так.
Ingram?
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto. The device doesn't work from over there. You have to be on the platform.
Я на платформе уже. Алло.
Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm
You have
inputting
your
the code
assignment,
now.
soldier.
Wow,
Move
there's
out.
a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Ну, парень лютый, наверное, раз прошел Шекира Shadow 2 без прокачки, без дамага. Но это невозможно, мне кажется. Блядь. Он бы тоже заценить. Так, подожди. Вот терминал. Так, открыть журнал доступ. Загрузить голозапись, вирус. Запустить сканирование в сети. Сканирование завершено.
The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Так, ну чё, лид заходит. Ну чё, всё.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research,
Я в Шекиру Shadow 2
countless
не играл.
experiments
Я
and
видел
trials,
видосик, но не играл.
a shared vision of how science can help
У меня
shape
нету
the future.
лицензии.
It has never been easy. And our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason.
Sean?
You are here
Huh?
for your
Yes,
son.
I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's going
It's
on?
me.
What's happening?
I'm your dad. Yes, it's me. Your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on?
Да, я тоже смотрел Doom Eternal. Вообще годная игра будет. Ну как новый Doom, который... Ну как Doom 2016 года тоже, когда смотрел на
Father,
трейлер.
Father, help me!
Был вообще
There's
тоже
someone
годный.
here. Help me!
Please, Sean.
Чё, Bethesda в этом году заявила, что она едет на E3? Чё он тут покажет? Wolfenstein Youngblood
He's trying to take me.
и Doom
Father, help me!
этот Eternal. Все, это вот все игры, которые новые у них выходят. Остальное они будут рассказывать про Fallout 76, как они его будут там поддерживать и все. Я знаю, что это продолжение игры. В этом году от Bethesda ничего годного можно не ожидать.
We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you. I am.
Так, мы теперь узнали, что вот этот отец, глава института, наш сын.
Yes, in the vault. You have, but then you
Он
learned
объясняет,
your son
что
was no
когда нас
longer in
выпустили из капсулы, мы не представляли, сколько времени прошло с того момента, когда
Is it really so
убили нашу
hard
жену
to
и забрали его.
and
А прошло 60 лет.
to you, science,
So the weird science experiments needed...
in a manner of... Sure. The Institute, plenty of that was available, even in their attempt, but then I am...
Sean.
It really... I know you.
So you're in charge.
I am the...
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared.
People are always... Ultimately, the... Just...
Так, давай.
What else?
I think I've heard it.
Very well. The Institute. I've been... And now...
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. Forget... There is...
I'll do whatever it takes.
I am glad. The Institute... You want to introduce yourself. And finally, Dr. Lee in it...
Так, все, погнали. Нам нужно сейчас познакомиться с персоналом, чтобы нас выпустили из института. Так.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Voice Quinton would stop telling us
Almost done.
stories.
Just need to tighten up this primary drive
You
servo.
weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Alan. Allie. Your father told us about you. If you don't mind my asking,
I just wanted to find my son.
now that you've... Now, I'll get... As you might get, we maintain... There's a lot of machinery. The work we... So...
Right. Absolutely.
Oh, good to... Take... If there's anything else you like...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye.
У тебя как дела? У меня нормальные дела.
The phase-out on these older models can't help
Намного лучше себя чувствую. Когда хорошо себя чувствуешь, дела всегда хорошо. Как говорится, в здоровом теле здоровый дух. Врач.
We'll start. You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
All systems nominal.
To knock some
You're
heads
here.
together.
Glad you made it.
Экзамен уже.
Report anything suspicious to the
Maybe I should take some courses.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Doctor.
Please don't.
So,
There's enough
here you
friction
are.
as it is between
Justin
us and pretty much
Acting
all the
Director
other
of the Synth
departments.
Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, I'm sure you are.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an ally. The first out. It's nothing personal. Now, Father, our primary...
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain.
Certainly. We can't. The results. Our main instrument,
Right.
coursers, they are highly self-sufficient. But I gather you... In fact,
I'm no stranger to combat.
even so...
Sure.
Now, unless you...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Так. И это да, молодой.
All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
Так, слегка похож, но не прям не в точь-точь. А, это синтов вызывает, то лучше не брать, это убираем.
Sometimes you have to lean on the other departments.
Так, все, вроде тут все собрали. Это да. 16 лет.
Status. All functions normal.
Своих собак вернуться. Так, сейчас надо найти.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to
А,
a
это что
minimum.
такое?
Don't recharge.
Институт отдел работех. Что тут делает?
Please don't get any germs on me.
Тут синтов производят.
If it were just a limb twitching...
Hey there.
I am pleased to assist with the processing of new synths.
Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself when...
Эй, дай пройти.
If you're about to launch into one of your
ничего не
patent speeches about artificial synths,
Hey,
But we
Doc.
can't just
you've
ignore the
arrived
question.
at a momentous
If a
time.
synth can dream,
Our third
why
generation
can't it have a
synths are a
soul?
true
And
breakthrough.
if a synth
The
has a soul,
culmination of
then it
centuries
is
of
a living
research.
person by
It's no
every standard.
exaggeration to say that they're
Ладно, насрать.
superior.
Но я с тобой не обязательно говорить, погнали. Я вообще искал магазин, чтобы там набрать эту ядерную батарею. Нормально поставить. Убрать. Поставить этот проект. Вот, да, его. Все. Теперь у меня нормальный карабин. Мощнее. О, магаз. Будешь уничтожать институт, конечно.
Greetings.
Такой
As
злодей.
the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Let's see what you have.
Так. Хотя здесь она считается, ну, институт, если ты за институт будешь, то типа это плохая концовка. Ну, то, что у тебя все содружество будет бояться. Так, давайте сыр вот такой еще для Верджила заберем, как он просил.
You had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Warwick family
Welcome.
is doing.
So good to have you here.
Wally must be
Dr.
close to
Clayton,
10 years old by
I
now.
can't...
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me...
As the name, our most important director.
Right.
To that end, we've even started to... You probably...
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
Hard work. I'm sure I've taken up...
Sure. I'm not sure how well I'll fit.
Great. In any case,
I'm good for now. Thanks.
take care.
Так, все, погнали теперь сыворотку. Возьмем для Верджила. Там сейчас, правда, будет этот штурмовик. Который из «Звездных войн», штурматрон, это робот. Так. Вроде сюда. Лутаем тут что? Ядерная батарея. Крышка, черный термоходник можно будет продать. У нас... Не сюда попал. Значит, все дверью где-то. Значит, все правильно нашел. Вот лаборатория у меня.
Sweet.
Сейчас ждем, когда ловушка. Все.
Got it.
Да. О, надо электросхема. Понятно. Так, ненавижу терминал взломать тут.
Got it.
Все. Чем турелем? Так, тут этот робот тупой. Фак. Он меня тут разнесет нахрен.
Scanners detecting sentient life.
Ебой. Хорошо, когда есть толстяк. Ядерный мини-взрыв устраивает. Все. Ну какую-то у меня там кнопку. Опять все понятно. Все, хорошо. Собираем монетки. Крышечки, точнее. Ставим стимулятор металла. Ой, извините. Хавку вижу. Да, ничего нет интересного. Ладно, стоп. Готово. Опять терминал тут вонючий. Все, вот здесь можно забрать сыворотку для Virgil. Оп, все.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Nothing to report, sir.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am, surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. Tell whoever sent. Now, for this, I've been told you're to be given.
Thank you.
Given, in case the signet, if nothing else, speaking of.
Все, так. Пуска. Так. Давайте мы сейчас вернемся к себе. К собаку свою заберем. Я ее в будку отправил тогда, чтобы она сидела там. Не мешала строиться. А приказываю, что можно следовать сегодня. Да. Забыл. Так, давай. По уровень. Так. Мне нужно ремонтник, да, вроде открыть, что посмотрим. Какой же навык-то мне надо? Создание предметов. Оружейник, все, понял. У меня 2 уровня даже. Оружейник. моя собака.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Never mind, boy.
Ты за мной будешь идти? Да, будет. Давайте сейчас тогда стенд для брони поставим. Буду брать эту отсюда броню. Грамотно поставить. О. Найс. Места и под броню хватило. Вот такую будет лампочку сейчас убрать. Сюда. Все. Где-то нога была, Т-45, вот, рука была. Остальное, наверное, продал вроде бы, как я не помню. Пускай здесь стоит, ладно. Мне оно не мешает. Теперь можно броню одеть.
I gave up alcohol after settling down here. Doctor said I shot my liver.
Proud to be serving under Elder Maxon. And enough of mine.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I build too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling. In the meantime, good luck, Knight.
You got a new assignment.
Yeah, research patrol.
Babysitting feels. Keep your hands away from those vertebrate prop blades, unless you want them.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Так, погнали. Сейчас мы будем собирать Прайма, робота удобного. Ну, вроде бы он так называется, Прайм. Как трансформер. Да, Прайм обретен.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll help us crush the Institute.
It will, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us first. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
Proctor.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Pridwin, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to... If you could get her down here to lend...
Теперь бегать туда-сюда. Вот как не люблю вот эти квесты, бегать, не неси то, неси это, все в одной локации.
Once we decrypt that intel, you
I'd gladly lay down my life to keep humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road. Why would I make the same...
Because we care.
You know, if anyone else... But tell Proctor Ingram it's going to take...
Carry food with you. You'll end up eating some pretty questionable things.
Proctor Tegan. Nice work bringing Dr. Lee back into the fold. Now, there's something you need? I'll take a look. Be my guest.
Так, давайте скинем ему всякий хлам. Форма охотника мне не нужна. Помощь. А ментаны где?
At Victorian, brother. Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility. Yes.
Так, техническую документацию, кстати, можно скинуть.
Never expected Dr. Lee would return to the other document.
I found some tech.
Ah, good. Here are the caps that I remember. Check every.
Ну ладно, все равно скину.
Dr. Lee's return to the Brotherhood. I thought she was a traitor.
Dr. Ingram?
Wow, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Sure, anything you need.
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into action, and I bet you don't have the faintest idea what I'm talking about. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is...
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the
Now, before you get that, the only thing according to Proctor, we've already sent...
Once you start building the good luck.
Так, можно даже посмотреть, может у меня на базе мощный магнит найдется.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around. We'll be on report before you can sleep.
Кстати, это можно все разобрать. Причем он? Нужно сначала мощный магнит. Давайте снимем человека ко мне на базу, посмотрим. Может, у него там есть. Так, мощный магнит. Не, нету. Погнали тогда за мощным юнитом, потому что там посылают-то понятно. Еще далеко бежать. Хо-хо-хо, когда его выкрутило, просто жесть. Все, надеюсь, может что-то кончилось. Очень удобно, что там все камикадзе взрываются. А, там рейдеры. Пускай они друг с другом запутаются, пока спокойно больница. Так, давайте вот это сначала расстреляем.
Please step into the open and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens have nothing to fear.
After all.
Going down. Basement.
Yes. Don't think I can pick this.
Intruder. Identify yourself.
Do stand still. Hold still, would you? I'm going to look over here now. Oh, back to the usual date.
This is a lawful use of deadly force. Please direct complaints to your local law enforcement authorities. Clear. Your cooperation is requested.
Что-то какой-то он слабенький. Сколько у него там урона-то у него? 19, нормально.
Beastly nuisance. And that's done with.
Ледокола.
Your intent is attempting to evade capture. Beginning.
Так, ледокола, найс.
Going up. Second floor.
Здесь все правильно сейчас идет. Я вспомнил, куда идти.
Going down.
Так, что тут взять?
Basement. Do not make any further escape attempts. Lawbreaker. Clear.
Please stand still and we shall.
Надо будет урон качать.
Don't stand still.
О. Кстати, да, у меня же есть что-то помощнее. Я же... Так, занахарский карабин. Патронов нету. 39, кстати, вот уже 145. А, он типа каждый раз приезжается. Нет, тогда лучше боевой карабин возьму. Тут уже качнуть. Возвращаться. Спать.
Going up. Second floor.
Ждем вечную загрузку Fallout 4. Лучше отойдем покататься. Дерутся. Потихо. Сейчас нужно эти штуки построить для Прайма. Электромагнитные. Чтобы он ходить мог. Управлять руками так. Ну, так. Раз, два, три, четыре.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place.
Proctor Ingram?
Make sure you gear
That's
up.
all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs, the same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good. Scribe Halen's. I suggest, hopefully, good luck, man.
Так, погнали. Так, сначала мы давайте зайдем, все заглянемся на базу. Накрафтим симулятор. Ну, уже пакетов крови куча набрано. Прокачаем боевой карабин. Ну что там на этой базе гулей куча будет, как раз боевой карабин или дробовичок был бы в самый раз. У меня перевес. Ничего. Лечение. Стимулятор. Видите? Так. Использовать. Укрепленный 49. Так, надо фанатик оружия включать. Давайте тяжелый 43. Укрепленный. Длинный ствол поставим. А, тут уже нужно это прокачивать, да? дальнобойный. Вроде усилен ресивер. Так, что мы можем... Так. Надо, кстати, будет скинуть всякие... Усиленный конденсатор поставить. Все, болты закончились. Ну, хотя бы неплохо так мы прокачали. Вот 8 уже неплохо. Так, давайте скинем сюда хлам. Кстати, да, может у меня тут есть что? Сериал, где? Так, теперь скинем всякое оружие, которое мне нужно. Вот сюда. Все-таки могу называть. Это сейчас скинем. Давайте пойдем сейчас скинем там продавцу нашему.
What have you got to trade today?
Так, все, погнали. Так, берем броню. Идете.
Who's out there?
Трейдер.
dumb and ugly, my child.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into Cambridge Police Station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
That's not surprising. After all, it's in good hands.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulse. After that...
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Good luck, Knight.
Так, далеко нам идти. Нам проще с кратера атома добежать. Уголь смерти, блин, как всегда вовремя. Наконец-таки все. Это же жесть. Здравствуйте, Юрий Богданов, здорово. Сорян, что не увидел раньше. Кстати, карабин вкачаю. Моды есть? Не, я без модов. Тут сейчас куча гулей будет, блин. Не зря при мне мой боевой карабин. Самый раз против гуля. Да нормально, мне норм. Я быстро так пробегаю. Так. Ну тут замес уже был, блин, с этими комарами радиоактивными. Так, хочу сюжет пройти сейчас. Все, по фасту. Лифт не работает. Туда иду. Сюда надо. Отменить последовательный запуск. Вот. Какая-то крыса тут не хватало. Возьмем, набрали. Ой. Собакен, давай. Живи. Да, собака. Уйди отсюда. Уйди. Симулятор.
Nice.
Так, погнали. Да чё, ты играешь? Не попал, что ли? Ну, давай так. Готов? Бери его прям в голову. Так. Ну, это собака уже справится. Ну, может и нет. И на кружку так. Серебряные часы, найс. О, найс, берем. Второго образца. Молотов.
Aye.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
I'm looking for some bombs. Nuclear bombs.
You trivialize that which resides here. This place is holy. The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place until the time of the Great Divide. None shall enter.
Trust me, I'm on your side here. I want to help you out.
Atom has no need of help from non-believers. When he returns to us, these relics will carry his word and his glory to all corners of the earth. That is why they must be safeguarded.
I want to spread his, glory. Look, the bombs will get used, okay? Isn't that what you want?
Perhaps then I have misjudged you. If you would see these relics used, then Atom's will is done. Take this and prepare to enter his inner sanctum. Follow the brilliance of the... May
Так, все, понятно. Так, сейчас тут будет этот светящийся голь. Давай, давай. О, все, едет. А, что, он уже сдох, что ли? Ну ладно. Окей. О, найс, найс. Снайперская винтовка. Ну-ка, что там у нас по ней? Оружие. Патроны. Давайте мы ее тогда сразу сейчас в избранной на 6, на 5, а толстяка тогда на 6. Ну-ка. Найс. Теперь можно издалека будет всех раскидывать. Карабин. Хотя я уровень прокачал карабин, интересно, мне увеличивать дальность. 77, 77, 70. Найс. Единственное, что у меня патронов мало на нем. Я вот так клево прокачал, что у меня уже 70 урона. Найс.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxim and for the Brotherhood.
Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're...
Well, Doctor?
We haven't...
I have full confidence.
I appreciate that.
Proctor?
Actually, I think I'm gonna... After all, without your...
It would be better.
Sure.
Так, теперь мы можем нажать на кнопку.
Liberty Prime, back online.
All right, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems, nominal. Weapons, hot. Warning, nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning, power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
I've got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but...
With him on our side,
I couldn't agree. Before you head off, I came up with...
This wasn't necessary, Ingram.
Besides. Anyway, that's... Elder Maxson said he needed to speak...
О, инъектор этих стимуляторов, ну теперь, если поставить, он будет автоматически стимулятор водить, когда у нас мало хп. Это хорошо, хорошо.
Can't wait to see Liberty Prime in action.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA. To make matters, his sudden absence. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he...
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents our mission, which leaves me unordered.
With pleasure.
I appreciate listening. But if we're to find and Knight, you're just...
Господи, как он здесь речи Максона о том, что там братство там пиздец, там выше всего. Знаете что, я думаю, на этом моменте мы закончим. Уже на следующем стриме, я думаю, мы уже дойдем до финала по институту. Я надеюсь на это, что мы дойдем до финала. Но всем спасибо, кто был на этом стриме, поставил лайк. Отдельно спасибо, кто смотрит это в записи. Надеюсь, вы подписались на канал. Давайте добьем мне 50 подписчиков. Не хватает всего 7. Не хватает всего 7. Это же не так сложно подписаться, нажать на красную кнопочку. Ну а с вами был я, Феррер. Всем удачного дня и до встречи.